This is the exact time you should post on Instagram to maximize your reach, growth, and income. Your time is precious. I don't want to waste it, so let's get right into the good stuff. The ideal time to post on Instagram is not the same for everyone. It varies based on where your audience are located, what their habits are, as well as how they use the platform. And sometimes it can even vary based on if you're trying to reach a new audience who don't already follow you. The idea that if you post your content at 5:27 p.m. Eastern time, that you will get an amazing amount of reach and that's the best time is simply a myth. And even if that were true, everyone would post at that time, and then because there'd be such a high supply of content at that time of the day, it would diminish the amount of reach you get, and it would all of a sudden be better to post at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock where there's a little bit less competition. So even if there was one time of the day that was best for every single account, it wouldn't work out after like a week. So the question becomes, how do you figure out what is the best time to post for you? Let me jump into my screen and show you how. So dive into my screen here. This is a tool called Flick, which I use for my hashtags, analytics, all of that to help me optimize my account. It is a paid tool, but you can get a free trial if you use my link down below for a week to try it out. Now, once you're inside the dashboard, you want to come across to analytics and then go across to account. And what you're going to see here is you're going to see your follower growth, you're going to see your reach rate, you see your conversion rate, click-through rate, all of these good stats. And then here you can see in your time zone what time of day your audience is most active. So we can see that in the Pacific/Auckland time, which is the time zone that I'm located in, on Sundays, it is best to post between 4 to 5 a.m. or 5 to 6 a.m. My audience is most active between 5 and 6, but the second most active time is 4 to 5. Now you want to optimize for the first couple hours to get maximum engagement. So some people would think that because 5 to 6 a.m. is the most active time, that you should post at 5. However, you're probably best to post just before this so your content is being distributed when your audience is most active. So it's already been up for 10-15 minutes, people have started engaging with it, and then it gets pushed to as many people as possible. You also might want to check whether the audience is more interactive before that hour or after that hour. So in this situation, the hour before 5 a.m., 4 to 5, 496 followers are active. The hour after, 6 to 7, 497 followers are active. So it doesn't really matter actually in that situation. So I would still be posting just before 5 a.m. So your post is out there when most of your audience is active. And as you can see, this is different on different days. And this is because people have different habits. For example, we can see that on Monday, my audience is more active at 11 p.m. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's at 5 a.m. mark again. On Friday and Saturday, it's actually earlier in the day. And part of this comes down to the fact that my audience is mostly based overseas between the US, the UK, and India. If my audience were all in New Zealand, it would be very weird for them to be most active at 5 a.m. No one's checking Instagram at 5 a.m. However, in the US, 5 a.m. is like 9 or 10 a.m. the previous day, hence why they're more active. So if you just jump into this app, look at what time your audience is most active and post just before that time, that's where you're going to get the best reach. Now, if we scroll down, we can see that my top countries, like most of my followers, are from, as I mentioned, the US, followed by India, followed by the UK, Nigeria, New Zealand, Pakistan, Australia, Germany, Canada, Bangladesh. Most of them speak English, and so on. Now the times you want to avoid posting are these ones in here where like not many of your followers are active. So early afternoon, New Zealand time, not many of my followers are active. That's because it's late at night in the US, and I believe India is also asleep and the UK is also asleep. So two of my 3 biggest countries, they're all sleeping, and the other one, they're heading to bed. So I don't want to be posting at that time of day. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, sometimes you might change the time that you're posting. So you're not necessarily posting at the most active time of your audience, but you're posting at the most active time of the audience that you want. So you might find that you have a lot of followers from the UK, but you are a US business and mostly deal with US customers and are trying to grow a US audience. Now let's say you've got 1,000 followers, 800 of them are from the UK, 200 of them are from the US. Your most active time will probably be a time that appeals really strongly to the UK audience. So maybe this is 9 a.m. UK time, which I believe is like 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. I could be wrong, US time. Now what you might do in this situation is actually post later in the day. So maybe you post 9 a.m. Eastern time or 9 a.m. Pacific time, which less of your audience is going to be active, but all of your US audience, the people you're trying to reach, are active. So that's the one like caveat I would have to it. And that's about as simple as it is. You just want to look at your insights, find when your audience is most active and post just before that. If you're looking to reach an audience from a different location, then you want to find when those specific followers are most active and then post just before that time. Now, before I finish this video, I just want to dive into my phone and show you how you can do this with the insights that Instagram give you. They're not quite as good. And instead of being on the hour, they're every 3 hours, which it makes the data kind of pointless because you could still be a couple hours off with your timings, but I want to show you anyway so you know how to do it for free. So I've opened up my phone, I'm on my new account, Cleverpreneur, that we've started growing. Just want to hit those 3 lines at the top, hit insights, and then you're going to go to total followers when that loads. Scroll down and that'll show you your most active days. So I can see that my audience is most active on Thursdays. And hours. So then it'll show me what time of day my audience is most active. It looks like 3 a.m. is the most active time for my account, followed by 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. at equal times. And if we scroll through, we can see it's a pretty similar trend on most days, to be honest. Although, like I said, because it's every 3 hours, like it doesn't give you as many insights because you could still be thinking that you're posting at the right time, but you could be like 2 hours out from your actual most important time. Also, it doesn't show like where in those hours people are most active. So for example, if the 3 a.m. period is 3 to 6 a.m., your most active time could be 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., but you're posting at 3 because, yeah. Anyway, that's how you do it for free on your phone, as well as how you do it with a little bit more insights for a little bit of money using Flick. That's it from me. Hopefully this was helpful and answered your question. See you all in the next one.